Hello students, in this video we are going to learn about equation of normal, how to find equation of a normal to any curve at a given point. Now before we start solving problems based on normals, let us recollect certain concepts that you might have learned earlier. Okay, so let me draw a y-axis, a vertical line, and the x-axis, the horizontal line. Now you know that if you take any point on the x-axis, let's say I take this point, the coordinates are 1, 0. Let's say let me take another point. It might be, let's say, 2, 0. Let me take another point. Let's say 4.3, 0. Let me take a point here. Let's say minus 2, 0. And another point here, minus 5, 0. Okay, now you can notice that in all these points one thing is similar. The y coordinate of all these points are 0, isn't it? So in fact if you take any point on x-axis, the y coordinate will always be 0. Hence the equation of x-axis is nothing but y equal to 0. Now this is very, very important. So the equation of x-axis is y equal to 0. Same way, if you take any point on y-axis, okay, so let me take a point here. Let's say it might be 0, 2. Let me take a point here. It might be, let's say, 0, minus 4. And let me take a point here. It might be 0, 4. So if you take any point on y-axis, the x-coordinate will always be 0. So hence the equation of y-axis is nothing but x equal to 0, right? So the equation of y-axis is x equal to 0, and the equation of x-axis, I'm sorry, let me repeat again. The equation of x-axis is y equal to 0, and the equation of y-axis, this is y-axis and this is x-axis. So the equation of y-axis is given by x equal to 0. Okay, now what about this vertical line? What about this vertical line? Okay, this vertical line is passing through 2, 0. Now any line, any vertical line is parallel to y-axis, isn't it? Now any line parallel to y-axis, any vertical line will be of the form x equal to k. So in this case, x equal to 2. So the equation of this line is x equal to 2. Now it's very easy to remember. This line intersects x-axis at the point 2, 0, so it is x equal to 2. Suppose if I want to find the equation of this line, let's say this line, very simple. This is nothing but x equal to minus 5. Let us say I want to find the equation of this line. Again, it's very simple. The equation of this line is x equal to 1. Okay, what about horizontal lines? Let's say what about this line? Now this line is parallel to x-axis. It cuts the y-axis at the point 0, 2, so y equal to 2. So any horizontal line will be of the form y equal to some number, y equal to k. So let's say this line, equation of this line will be y equal to minus 4. Okay, so I hope this is clear. Okay, now look at this diagram. I have drawn the x-axis and the y-axis, the coordinate axis, and I have also plotted 2 points, 4, 1 and minus 5, minus 2. Okay, let's say, okay, it means this, I'm sorry, this is nothing but 4, and this will be 1. Okay, same way if I draw a vertical line, so this will be minus 5, and this will be, this point will be 0, minus 2, so minus 2. Okay, let's say I draw a horizontal line or a vertical line passing through the point 4, 1. Okay, now what will be the equation of this line, students? Very simple. It cuts x-axis at 4, so x equal to 4. Okay, what will be the equation of this line? Again, very simple. y equal to 1. Okay, so x equal to 4, y equal to 1. Same way, if I draw a vertical line here, the equation of this line will be x equal to minus 5. Okay, so let us do one thing. I'm going to give you a point. Let's say there's a point here. Let's say this point is let's say 5 comma 3. Okay, now if I draw a vertical line passing through this point, so can you please tell me what will be the equation of this line, students? We know that any vertical line will be of the form x equal to, isn't it? So here x is 5, so x equal to 5. Very simple. Suppose if I draw a horizontal line passing through this point, we know that the equation will be y equal to something, but here y is 3, so the equation of this line is y equal to 3. Isn't it simple? Good. Now let us discuss about the slopes of the lines. Okay, now a line can be either vertical like this, or it can be it extends on both sides, or a line can be horizontal like this, or it can be oblique like say oblique, oblique. Now what do you mean by oblique line? A line which is neither horizontal nor vertical, like lines like these. This line is an oblique line, this line. Okay, so all these lines, these three lines that you're seeing here, this and this, they are oblique lines. Okay, now when you talk about slope, I'm not going to explain what do you mean by a slope and how to find a slope, but we know that every line has a slope except a vertical line, isn't it? Now this line doesn't have a slope. Okay, we know why it is so. You might have learnt it earlier. Any vertical line does not have a slope. Now this line, horizontal line, the slope will be always 0. Okay, now these kind of lines, like for example lines like this, let me erase it. Lines like this, now all these lines will have positive slope. I'm not going to explain why these lines have positive slope. Let me not go into that. So all these kind of lines will have positive slope, and this, if the lines look like these, then all these lines, these 4 lines that you see here down, all these 4 lines will have negative slope. They will have negative slope, right? Good. Now let us, okay, one more thing. Let us say if 2 lines are parallel. If 2 lines are parallel, okay, let me not draw a horizontal line, it will confuse you. Let's say this is line 1 and this is line 2. Okay, L1 and L2. In case, let's say it is given that L1 is parallel to L2. Now, if the slope of this line is, let's say, 2.5, then the slope of this line will also be 2.5. So basically what it means is, if 2 lines are parallel, they will have same slope, right? Okay, so if I take the slope as m1 here, I mean this is m1 actually, and if I take this slope as m2, then m1 will always be equal to m2. If 2 lines are parallel, they'll have equal slopes. Okay, what about what will happen if 2 lines are perpendicular? Okay, let's say this is one line, and the slope of this line is, let's say, m1, and let's say this is another line, and the slope of this line, let us say it is m2. The angle between them is 90 degrees. Now what about what is the relationship between m1 and m2 here? Now m1 multiplied with m2 will always give -1. So in case if the slope of this line is 2, then definitely the slope of this line will be -1/2, so that when you multiply the slopes 2 and -1/2, you will get -1. In case, let's say the slope of this line is let's say 2/3, then definitely the slope of this line will be -3/2, so that when you multiply them, when you multiply the slopes 2/3 and -3/2, you will get -1. Okay, it's very important. So let me repeat it again. If two lines are perpendicular, this is one line, this is the other line, the perpendicular line, then m1 multiplied with m2 equal to -1, which means that m1 equal to -1 by m2. Or I can write m2 equals -1 by m1. Again, what does it mean? It means the slope of one line will be the negative reciprocal of the slope of another line. Okay, so let's say if the slope of this line is 4. Now the slope of the perpendicular line will be, we know that the reciprocal of 4 is 1 by 4, a negative reciprocal, so -1 by 4. Okay, suppose let's say okay, let me erase this. Let's say the slope of this line is, let's say, 2 by 3. Then the slope of this line will be reciprocal first, so 3 by 2, negative reciprocal, so -3 by 2, right? Let's say, let me give another example. Suppose, let us say the slope of this line is -4 upon 5. Then the slope of this line will be negative reciprocal of -4 by 5, which is 5 by 4. Okay, so I hope this is clear. Now let us go to normals now, finding equation of a normal. Okay, now look at this diagram, students. You can see here that I have, let's say this is a curve y equal to f of x. I have taken a point P here, lying on the curve, and I have drawn a tangent at the point P. Now, a normal at P, normal to this curve at P, is nothing but a line which is perpendicular to the tangent. So, the normal at P will look like this. I'm sorry, I think it's not very neat. Okay, so a normal, this is the normal. Okay, so angle between the normal and the tangent will be 90 degrees. So this is normal. Okay, from this we understand that the normal will always be perpendicular to tangent, and also suppose, let's say, if the slope of the tangent is, let's say, 2 by 3, then definitely the slope of the normal will be -3 by 2. Just now we saw that the product of the slopes of two perpendicular lines will always be equal to -1. Okay, now let us start solving some problems. Okay, now look at this problem. Find the equation of normal to the curve y equal to 2x cubed minus x squared plus 1 at the point 1, 2. Fine. Now normal is a straight line. So to find a straight line, equation of a straight line, first we need a slope of that line. Okay. So how do we find it? First, let me differentiate the given function. So I get dy by dx equal to 2 times 3x squared, derivative of x cubed is 3x squared, minus 2x plus 0. So basically I get 6x squared minus 2x. Okay, what I'll do is I'm going to replace x with 1 at x equal to 1. That means I'm taking this 1, x equal to 1. I get, what do I get? I get dy by dx equal to 6 into 1 squared minus 2 into 1, which is nothing but 4. Now, what is this for? We all know that this is nothing but slope of the tangent, isn't it? Slope of the tangent. Okay. We just now learned that a normal is a straight line which is perpendicular to tangent. So if 4 is the slope of the tangent, then definitely slope of normal will be negative reciprocal of 4, which is -1 by 4. So slope of normal is -1 by 4. So let me find the equation of normal now. So let the equation of normal be y equal to mx plus c, y equal to -1 by 4 x plus c. How do we find c? Very simple. Use these values 1 and 2. So when y is 2, x is 1. So I get 2 equal to -1 by 4 times 1 plus c, which gives me c equal to 9 upon 4. So finally, therefore, equation of normal is y equals minus 1 by 4x plus 9 by 4. It can also be written as 4y equal to minus x plus 9. So this, what you see here, is the equation of normal to the given curve at the point 1, 2. Okay, so let us solve another problem now. I need to find the equation of normal to the curve y equal to root of x plus 1 at the point 3, 2. So first let me find the derivative. Dy by dx equal to, we know that the derivative of root x is 1 by 2 root x, so 1 by 2 root of x plus 1 multiplied with the derivative of x plus 1, which is actually 1. Okay, so let me find the slope of tangent. So slope of tangent, how do I find it? Very simple. I replace x with 3. This 3. So 3 plus 1. So I get 1 by 4. Okay, so this is the slope of the tangent. So definitely it means the slope of the normal should be minus 4, negative reciprocal of 1 by 4. So let the equation of normal be y equals minus 4x plus c. Now use these values of x and y to find the value of c. So when y is 2, x is 3 plus c. So this will give me c equal to 14. So it means equation of normal is y equals minus 4x plus 14. This is the answer. This is the equation of normal. Okay, let us solve another problem now. I need to find the equation of normal to this curve at the point 5, 1. Now I can write this as 1 by root of x minus 1 can be written as x minus 1 power raised to minus 1 by 2. Okay, it's not clear here. I will write to the next step. So equal to x minus 1 raised to minus half plus half. Okay, so dy by dx, this implies dy by dx is nothing but minus 1 by 2 into x minus 1 power raised to minus 3 by 2 into 1, which is the derivative of this x minus 1, plus 0. Okay, fine. So what will be the slope of tangent then? So slope of tangent is minus 1 by 2 into 5 minus 1. I'll replace x with 5 power minus 3 by 2 raised to minus 3 by 2, which means minus 1 by 2 multiplied by 4 power minus 3 by 2. Okay, what is the value of 4 power minus 3 by 2? I need to find it. I need to find the value of 4 power minus 3 by 2. Okay, now 4 power minus 3 by 2 can be written as 2 squared power minus 3 by 2. So I can cancel this 2 and 2. So I will get 2 power minus 3, which is nothing but 1 by 2 power 3, which is nothing but 1 by 8. So basically 4 power minus 3 by 2 is nothing but 1 by 8. So let me erase this now. So I'll get equal to minus 1 by 2 into 1 by 8, which is minus 1 by 16. Okay, so if slope of the tangent is minus 1 by 16, definitely slope of normal will be negative reciprocal of minus 1 by 16, which is 16. So let the equation of normal be y equals 16x plus c. Now let me use these 2 points, I mean the x values and y value, to find the value of c. Say 1y is 1, x is 5, so 1 equal to 16 times 5 plus c. So this will give me c as minus 79. So y equals 16x minus 79 will be the equation of normal. Okay, so I hope it is clear. Let us see one more problem now. Okay, let us see another problem now. This is the curve y equal to x squared by x minus 1. I need to find the equation of normal to this curve at the point 2, 4. So let me find the derivative first. So it's very obvious that we need to use the quotient rule. So dy by dx equal to, quotient rule says, multiply the denominator with the derivative of the numerator, which is 2x, minus multiply the numerator with the derivative of the denominator. So we know that the derivative of x minus 1 is nothing but 1 upon square the denominator. So x minus 1 the whole square. So when you simplify this, you will get x squared minus 2x by x minus 1 the whole square. Okay, so let me find the slope of tangent now. Slope of tangent is equal to, I'll replace x with 2, this 2, I'll get 2 squared minus 2 into 2 divided by 2 minus 1 the whole square. So basically I'll get 4 minus 4 by 1, which is nothing but 0 by 1, 0. So slope of the tangent is 0. What does it mean, student? We know that if the slope of any horizontal line is always 0, so if the slope of the tangent is 0, so definitely the tangent has to be a horizontal line, isn't it? So if the tangent is horizontal line, what will be the equation of tangent? Equation of tangent will be, now we know that any horizontal line, the equation will be y equal to something, right? So here the y coordinate is 4, the y coordinate is 4 here, so the equation of tangent is y equal to 4 because it passes through the point 2, 4. But the problem here is my objective is to find the equation of normal, not the tangent. So the equation of normal will be, now again, normal, if tangent is a horizontal line, then definitely normal has to be a vertical line. Now any vertical line will be parallel to y-axis. Now we know that the equation of y-axis is x equal to 0, and any vertical line, the equation will always be in the form x equal to something. So here, this point, this normal passes through the point 2, 4, and the x value is 2 here. So therefore, the equation of normal is x equal to 2. So this is the correct answer. The equation of normal is x equal to 2. Now I have seen few students writing equation of normal equal to 2. Equation of normal, I have seen them writing equation of normal equal to 2. That is incorrect. 2 is just a constant. So equation of normal is x equal to 2. So this is the answer, right? I hope this is clear. So let us see one more problem. Okay, now let us look at this problem. F of x equal to x cos x at pi comma minus pi. I need to find the equation of normal. So first find the derivative f dash of x. I need to use the quotient rule, the product rule here. The product rule says differentiate the first function, which is 1, and multiply that with the second function, which is cos x, plus keep the first function, which is x, and multiply that with the derivative of the second function, which is minus sin x. Okay, so let me find the slope of the tangent now. Slope of the tangent is nothing but, I'll replace x with pi, so cos pi plus pi times minus sin pi. Now we all know that the value of cos pi is minus 1 plus pi times sin pi is 0, so I get 0 here. So basically the slope of the tangent is minus 1. So it means slope of normal, which will be the negative reciprocal of minus 1, will be 1. So equation of normal, let the equation of normal be, let the equation of normal be y equal to mx plus c, so y equal to x plus c. Now let me replace x and y with pi and minus pi, so I get minus pi, y is minus pi, equal to x is pi, so pi plus c. So I'll get c equal to 2 pi. So it means the equation of normal is y equals x plus 2 pi. Okay, so this is the equation of normal. I'm sorry, students, I made a small error here. Let me correct it. So c will be minus 2 pi, sorry, not plus 2 pi. So here it will be x minus 2 pi. So this is the equation of normal. Okay, so we come to the now we're just going to do one more problem, and that is the last problem for this video clip. What is the problem? Okay, let me take something which is quite challenging. Let me take y equal to x log of x plus 1 to the base e at the point e minus 1 comma e minus 1. Okay, now we all know the value of e, which is between 2 and 3. I think it's approximately 2.7. Let me find the derivative first. Dy by dx, I have to use the product rule. So differentiate the first function, which is 1, multiply and keep the second function as it is, which is log of x plus 1 to the base e, plus the second term, keep the first function as it is, x, and differentiate the second function. Now what is the derivative of this? We know that logarithm log of x to the base e, derivative is 1 by x, so here the derivative will be 1 by x plus 1, and I'll multiply that with the derivative of this x plus 1, chain rule, so 1. Okay, now let me find the slope of the tangent. Slope of the tangent equal to I'll get log, I'll replace x with e minus 1, so I get e minus 1 plus 1 to the base e plus x by x plus 1, so e minus 1 by e minus 1 plus 1. So I hope it is clear. So you can see I have replaced x, wherever there is x, I have replaced that with e minus 1. There is x here and replace that with e minus 1. Okay, what do you get then? I will get log of e minus 1 plus 1 will be log e to the base e plus e minus 1 by e, isn't it? Now we know that log like for example 2 to the base 2 or 3 to the base 3 or 1.5 to the base 1.5 is always 1. So same way log e to the base e will be 1 plus, now what I'm going to do is the second term that you see here, e minus 1 by e, I'm going to split it. I'm going to write it as e by e minus 1 by e. Now this will become 1, so basically I get 2 minus 1 by e. Okay, so which is nothing but 2e minus 1 by e. Quite complicated, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. So this is the slope of the tangent. So slope of the normal will be negative reciprocal of this. So slope of normal will be minus e by 2e minus 1. Fine. Looks very complicated. Okay. Let us find the equation of normal now. I need to rub this. Let's say I rub all these. Okay, so this is the slope of the normal. So the equation of normal can be y equal to minus e by 2e minus 1 times x plus c. Now how do we find c? Very simple, substitute x and y as e minus 1. So I get e minus 1 equal to minus e by 2e minus 1 times e minus 1 plus c. Okay, so what do I do now? I'll get let me erase this. I'll get so let me put a bracket here. I'll get e minus 1 equal to
let me multiply these two, so I'll get minus e squared plus e divided by 2e minus 1 plus c. So c will be nothing but e minus 1 minus of minus e squared plus e by 2e minus 1. Okay, so I have to take LCM here. So basically I will get, let me erase this now, let me erase this also. I'll get c equal to, let me erase this also, e minus 1 multiplied with 2e minus 1 minus of minus e squared plus e divided by 2e minus 1. Okay, let me write the slope of the normal here maybe. Let me write it here, which is slope of the normal is minus e by 2e minus 1. Okay, so let me open the bracket. I will get, let me erase this. I will get 2e squared minus 2e minus e plus 1 plus e squared minus e upon 2e minus 1. Okay, so basically I will get, where is this? I will get 3e squared minus 4e plus 1 by 2e minus 1. So the equation of normal, so this is C, so the equation of normal is y equal to minus e by 2e minus 1 plus 3e squared minus 4e plus 1 by 2e minus 1. I'm sorry, I forgot to put one x here. So this is the equation of normal. Very complicated. Looks, it doesn't look right, isn't it, students? Okay, fine. So, but this is the correct answer. So I hope you learned, you enjoyed watching this video, and I hope you have know how to find the equation of normal now, right? Thanks for watching this video, students.